This ain't nothing for the back. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, 125, 159. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
It's our time.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
First down, Buccaneers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They go play action. Winston finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons 0. Bradley Pinion pitching off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Jameis to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones's rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch twist.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
51, south. 54, south.
Here's Ryan. The connection made. It's Graham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 4.
Let's go.
18 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it here with Smith. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
You
Now Ito Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready. 51, go!
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, it's Stacker. And they'll get this down to the 10. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now the former Oregon man. This is Kenyon Barner. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenyon Barner. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left,
more football
early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
A first down throw for Winston. That's caught by Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Winston now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 14th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Ryan. Complete to Jones. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. As they're now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. No chance.
Here's Ryan to throw. This complete to Jones. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Smooth. 36, 36.
Now Barner. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Wait.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
20. Hey, exit.
Now a run for Barner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan completes this one to Meredith. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
64.
From the gun, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll run it now with Barner. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cameron Meredith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
61, matchbox, lights. Gun. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they run a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going 11. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on up. Check 9, check 51. Check this guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ready for ready. 54 Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Check. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming, baby.
On second and 12, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On third down, Ryan. That's complete to Meredith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kenyon Barner with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mike, ready. Black, we get that. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the 24, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Jameis now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
To throw is Winston. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play.
The headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No. Fullbacks block. Running backs carry the football.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They come up in an offset eye. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
22. Ready weapon. Watch the ship. Let's go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You're not ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Winston. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready.
And he'll take it into the end zone.